Okay, so just go to the next slide.
Okay, so this is I will make a short introduction about our game. My game is called Broomshift, which is a top-down educational adventure game about a humanoid cat trapped inside a mysterious laboratory. To escape each shifting room, player must complete simple learning-based challenge, beginning with shape recognition and gradually introducing basic problem-solving tasks. By combining subtle storytelling mystery with interactive educational gameplay, Broomshift creates an engaging experience that encourages curiosity, logic, and exploration. Which, if you maybe haven't catch it, Broomshift is based on our seventh grade project, which is Take Me Out. But we've revamped it or remake it completely so it revolves around educational things instead of just collecting and answering questions.
Yes.
Next. And here's the problem network. Literacy in Indonesia is still a challenge in Indonesia. Many students struggle to understand what they read due to low reading interest and less engaging learning method. As a result, their literacy skills do not develop optimally. In which I also post an image about how Indonesians literacy is really dropping right now due to the most boring way of teaching kids in normal schools. In which why this game would introduce a story in which the player can mostly read on what the characters are talking about. And this could also develop what their problem solving skill because during the gameplay the player will see a short story of the background of the place, so maybe they will know the lore of the game and not just about learning, which will develop their learning skill and their reading skill in the most fun process that we could ever make. And next, this is for the inspiration board. For making room shift, I based it on three objects, three things that would help me make this game very good for audience. The first is based on a game called Deltarune. Now, Deltarune is a game RPG in which it's about fighting monster and another one. But in this game, there's an option to fight monster or just mercy. So instead of fighting, we just let the monster go and let them rest, in which will unlock the good ending. And that storytelling is I put the inspiration into my game Room Shift, in which you can do bad and you will get the bad ending, but you can do good and you get the good ending, which is good for the reading literacy and for the mind problem solving. Secondly, we have this person named Griffpatch. Now, Griffpatch is an expert Scratch coder that knows how to code in Scratch. He makes many good projects and even comes into when there's a Scratch convention in UK. And basically, I use inspiration from some of his older games so I could make Room Shift. And then thirdly, Scratch. Now, for the inspiration Scratch is that I use their art style to replicate a childish but more serious art style, in which audience from any age can see on what we are trying to tell by using the simplistic Scratch art style using vector and simple color. Okay, here is the game insights. So the first one is that teaches the player simple educational things like math, shapes, nature, and others. So we've put our plan is that Room Shift can teach kids about simple like this, maybe math, shapes, nature, and if we can, we could also add uh, many more educational topics here. But for now, we only have these three: math, shapes, and nature, and also reading technically. Now, second, because of its storytelling and character building, kids will learn to read more. Yes, because kids, if they read normally of something, they will get bored. But our ways of to teach kids to read is like, for example, maybe a character is talking about our backstory of the character. Nah, kids will be interested in reading and maybe also add into their vocabulary Indonesian, in which will make them be fluent in talking on Indonesian. And third, a simple gameplay and art styles that welcomes any audience or kids to play. Like I said before, the game is very simple. Anyone can play and can be accessed to by using the Scratch website. Okay. Lastly, here's the game screenshot of some things that you can see. Basically, we have a home menu, which is what you will see during the green flag or the first screen. We have the level 0, level 2, and level 1 and level 2. Currently, we only have 5 levels, which is about shapes and one boss fight at the end of the level. In which, if you fight the boss, you will unlock a secret gameplay called the crash cleanup mode, in which uses the old take me out and changes of the visual about cleaning trash and not littering anywhere. Okay. Maybe if there's any question you guys would like to ask for us.
Demonstration.
Demonstration.
Yeah. Demonstration. Like
But
yeah, support. Yeah, but all of you already make the flyer or the poster.
fire already we already put in the presentation in the end. Maybe you can show later.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah. Okay. Aduh. Okay, so this is a demo of my game. Currently, my laptop, what my HDMI cannot connect to my laptop in here. So the only thing available is the a bit earlier version, but this one is okay, but can still be playable. Like, okay. So basically, in this game, as you can see from the previous documentation, it's about a cat walking and trying to escape a laboratory. The movement is simple. We have WASD, and then if you hold the K button, you can run. So basically, you move faster if you hold K while walking, and then you can interact by pressing J. In here, for example, if you walk to the door, you can press G, and then you will go to the next level. Okay. So let's this is for the first 5 level, which is about shapes. In here, we can answer question and solve to the next door. and if you do the wrong answer, you will get your health down. You will get damage. Then, if you correct all the three of it, you can go to the next part of the level. Press G. And here same, but different shape. Okay. So basically the first 5 level is like I said before about shapes in which we have a square, a triangle, a circle, and a star. And the last we have lastly is the boss level, the 5th level. In here, which we will meet the boss. Wait, yeah. This basically, like I said before, is the monologue of cutscene. So basically, characters will actually talk in here, and then kids will have to read in order for understanding the situation. For example, like this character talking. But like I said before, I try to reach the more scarier, but not so scary lah. Now, onto the second part of the level. Sorry, so the game is like say before the more scuff version.
That cannot go to the next chapter.
This chapter can, but for a few more, just okay. So in the level 5, this is level 5. This is the like the pre-boss section. So before you fight the boss, you collect this as a node to the old technical version in which you collect the enemies. And then for the last, this is the boss, yeah, over here. And then we have a simple cutscene before the boss starts, yeah. And then this, basically in this boss fight, your heart turns green, in which you can try to shoo away the monster from killing you. And for example, like this, the heart follows your mouse. So you can try to defend yourself from the monster. The monster have 10 health, same like us. But the catch is that if his health is lower than us, slowly he can give damage to us. You can see it in here. The boss health 5, for example. Okay, just a few moments before the boss will be defeated. One more. Then, lastly, when the boss finish, we get to continue to the next level, in which, before it starts, we have a small cutscene on our hearts changing back. Now, like before, now the thing is, we just need to get the key and then move on to chapter 2, which is the next level. But for now, the chapter 2 is only short, yeah, very short, which is why I gave the extra content of the Legacy Edition. Now, before the chapter 2 start, I animated a cutscene about this, yeah. So basically, in chapter 2, it will be about quiz and game show, which also learns about maths. And because of that, I animated this cutscene about the game show character, yeah. But since Scratch cannot have audio as video, the only thing I have is the animation. So I'm very sorry. This is the character of the second chapter. Then after this, the cutscene start like this. And this is where we meet the second character of chapter 2, or the main antagonist or boss, which is called Dino Dude. Now, this guy is a game show host, which as for the chapter 2, will host Matt's game. Currently like that. But since due to time constraint and only 1 month to make, we can only make for chapter 1. But as of that, we also added here. Yeah, we unlock. If you finish the game first time, you get to unlock this mode called the Legacy mode, in which is a take-me-out version of my game, made by me from 7th grade, in which is simply just take me out. You can play this as much as you want, which is just because this is an original version, the original version of the game. Yeah, overall, the game is pretty similar from the old version or the 7th grade version. And also, I think that's all for the game contents that we have for Room Shift. This is just the take me out content, because similar to my 9th grade version, in which there is 5 levels. Yeah, the level 1 is collecting gems like before, and then level 2 is quiz about the boxes. Level 2. And then after quizzes, you can go to the next level, which is collecting apple. But instead, in here, you get chased by monster that can kill you. So you must collect 5 apple fast. Now, to the next level, we go to the mid level. In here, we need to dodge a monster from. We need to dodge from the monster and wait for the timer until the door open. In here, which door already open. Now, this is the final boss for Take Me Out. As you can see, the ball is the inspiration of the main enemy in Room Shift before, the orange ball. And I take that as an inspiration for Room Shift. Okay, and overall, maybe that's all for the Take Me Out Encore edition, which is the old version of Room Shift. And so, I think that's all for my project game presentation. And for the flyer is this one. We have the flyer back already in here, which is about a small explanation about Room Shift and photos. Okay, overall, I think that's all for my game and for the project. Maybe if any of you want to ask me a question.
Oke, sorry ya harus penjelasan. Jadi tadi jujur aja, saya bingung ya masalah gamenya karena tidak ada ya kayak tutorial setelah playnya itu.
Terus,
Jadi kan misal ada apa namanya guide-nya tuh. Jadi misal ini ngapain, ini ngapain, kayak ini ngapain.
itu kita sebenarnya udah sediain juga nih di game. Sini kita ada tutorial sedikit nih di sini. Jadi kalau mau saya di deskripsi sini kita bisa kasih tutorial pendek buat ngapain.
Nah, tapi kan di situ orang